Did you know you have all rights to get your placenta? Keep watching. Here's how. Got mine. The only way that I got mine was because of that. Because of setting the tone, making them know, okay, I do have a birth plan. We're not gonna go forward with nothing. I'm not taking no IV. I'm not doing none of that. Slow your roll. You know, we have to have a conversation. Some of us feel like we don't have a voice, but we do. We have our rights. Welcome back to another video.
What's up, YouTube?
What's up?
This is our first vlog outside since baby is
Born.
okay. We about to take a walk.
To the park.
We just eat some curry chickpea. That's why my tongue looks so yellow and teeth looks so yellow. Just have some curry.
Cookie.
Yeah, curry. So we'll take a walk. You know, it's nice outside today. Nice
I know
sun.
my lips are shiny.
Your lips are shiny, good. We gotta say baby mama.
I'm about to take a stroll to the park.
We're about to take a stroll to the park.
I'm tired after that food.
I want to say something.
Okay,
Chef
what you want to
Cody.
say?
We are about to go around the park.
Okay, all right.
See you guys outside.
We gonna talk to y'all while we walk. We out.
Let's start with the that's the topic of the day.
Bye bye, guys.
We're not saying bye bye yet. The topic of the day is.
The topic of the day.
Today is 2025.
Tell them what we're talking about.
The birth plan.
Birth plan.
Even a Rory know. You see? We talking about how you supposed to what?
Oh, your birth, your rights when you give birth, your
How about-
placenta, all of that. Many of us don't
Yeah,
know.
I
we
think
have
the
rights.
main thing, I think the
Yeah.
main thing for me is the placenta and also the birth rights. But
Okay.
the placenta is a
Excuse
part
me,
of your
guys.
birthright, right?
Mhm.
It is, because it's your DNA. It's actually daddy, mommy,
And mom.
and baby DNA.
Right, but we don't know that we could. Many females don't know them have the rights to get it.
Be careful. Exactly.
Especially black
Mommy has to do that.
females. You know.
Yes, I think that we I don't think, but I know that we lack information and knowledge. We just go for what our parents telling us, or like somebody that we know,
Mhm.
or like our aunt that had mad kids, or our sister, you know. And I think that that's what allows us to go through so much at the end. I'm not trying to blame us, right? However, we still have to do our part when it comes to, you know, gaining the knowledge, research, and doing the things that we have to do to educate ourselves, to help us on our part when it comes down to the delivery process. Whatever it is that is in your wish or that is in your prayers, you know, however you want to plan it out, I believe that at the end of the day, right, you have to set up your mind to understand certain things about you, baby, how you want to go about everything, you know. And it takes education, it takes knowledge. You can't just think, oh, I'm just gonna go in there and I'm gonna wing it, I'm gonna tell them what I want, you know. I believe that if we leave ourselves out there to just not educate ourselves, you know, we put ourselves more at risk. So it's not me just saying, oh yeah, blaming us, oh, we don't do our part, that's why we end up where we end up. No, that's some of it. But also, if they do their part and we do our part, then we'll come together and everything will work out. All for what your sister say, your mother say, or this person say, right? Take their advice, right? Whatever it is that you feel can help you, take their advice, right? Listen, because you can't do and elevate any way in your life if you don't learn, right? If you're not a student. So do listen. However, you and daddy, you and your partner, you and your husband, whoever it is, you guys, you and your family, support system, you guys know what it is that you want to do, right? So educate yourself on it. if you are a person that wants your placenta, I think that's one of the biggest things that I want to speak about. You want your placenta, right? You can't just go in the hospital and say, hey, when you give birth, hey, I want that. I need my placenta. Give it to me. It's mine. Yeah, they know that it's yours and that it's coming out of your womb and that it belongs to you. However, hospital policy says that, if you don't have a birth plan and things are not written down, if you do not establish yourself to say, hey, this is this piece of paper that I am setting up to say this is what I want from A to B to C, and then the placenta is also on it, you can't just come and be requesting anything because they have a plan, right? So what is your plan? What is your plan? If they have a plan, what is also your plan? You are a part of this as well. You are the main part of it. You are the one that has the baby inside of you. So you need a plan. I was just saying that to my husband earlier. When we go on vacation, right? We set up a whole itinerary, right? We have a paper, we type it up, we do everything, we get to know everybody and what they want to do. This is what we doing. Morning, we wake up, we doing A from 8:30 to this. We eat breakfast, we make a plan, right? You have a party for your birthday. You plan out, okay, this is how much people I want. This is how much tables I want. This is the decorations I want. You plan it out. Things may change, right? But you have a plan B and you make sure that, okay, if this is not going to work out, I am able to settle for this. Not only just settle, but this is also something that I would suggest that I agree with, that I would want to do, right? It's the same thing for when you're giving birth. Don't think that it should just be like a whatever thing, right? So back to the placenta. Got mine. The only way that I got mine was because of that, because of setting the tone, making them know, okay, I do have a birth plan. We're not going to go forward with nothing. I'm not taking no IV. I'm not doing none of that. Slow your roll. We have to have a conversation. Some of us feel like we don't have a voice, but we do. We have our rights. When you don't know and they realize that you are not knowledgeable of it, they take the initiative. Which some people think is okay because they're okay with other people deciding for them. However, I'm not going to let no hospital and let nobody, right, that is not on the same timing as me, that doesn't understand me, that don't know the things that I request, just to initiate certain things without asking questions, without, understanding their point of view. It's the same thing with the shots. Ask questions. You having a baby, right? That's your child. You have all right to know what's going inside of them, right? The same thing with what's coming out of you. You have all rights to know where it's going, what's happening with it. Can I have it, right? Why not? However that system goes, however that hospital that you're going to goes, wherever you live, whatever state, things and, places are different. So I understand that. However, you do have rights. You do have a voice, and you can take a stand as a woman that wants things to go a different way. You know what I mean? Different way than the norm, I should say. The norm about, what always happens, that we always hear. This mom having a certain intervention and things cannot go her way. Why? Because she allowed an outside influence, right, to now steer her away from understanding and standing firm on her rights. We people of faith, yes, but also faith without works is dead. So if you don't make the works also combined with your faith, if you don't take a step to do something behind that faith, right, and activate that faith with the things that you're doing, which is educating yourself, right, looking up certain things that have to do with whatever it is that your body is going through. Everybody's different. As far as for me, I was not at risk. I didn't have no risk. I didn't have no sickness. I don't have nothing wrong with me. I don't have nothing that was wrong with my blood. Like, there's nothing, right? So I didn't really have to research so much about that. But however, pregnancy comes with a lot of different things. Your body changes. Yeah, your hormones is going through things. Your weight may change. Your skin may change. Whatever it is that you want to educate yourself on, right? Baby may be doing different things. Even though I'm good, maybe that's not the case with the baby. However, things worked out fine for us on our end, right? That's a testimony in itself, because my first child, which y'all know, y'all will hear in previous videos that I speak about, or if not, and this is your first video watching, I did have a C-section the first time, and it is because of interventions. I didn't get the epidural, but however, I did take Pitocin. So that is the example that I'm speaking about how you not standing firm on your rights and standing firm on educating yourself, right? The less that you know, the more that they want to implement onto you, the more that they want to intervene. So for instance, they will start off with you passing 39 weeks. They always like to declare and say, you know, the baby's full term, we want to induce you. Number one intervention, they don't allow your water to break, they induce you. People have good stories about being induced. I just didn't want to, because I wanted baby to do what she wants to do. I wanted her to come the way that she wanted to come. Because back in the days, before they had doctors and before they had all this interventions and hospitals and all of that stuff, right? How would you know that baby is coming? Your water will break. You will start to feel contractions. However it goes, people have a certain way it goes. My water did not break. My water did not break. I started to get contractions. Things sped up, and I gave birth faster than 24 hours, less than 10 hours. You understand what I'm saying? So, and I didn't even get a chance to go to the hospital. You understand what I'm saying? As y'all can see in the birth vlog, you know what I mean? It ended up happening right there in our house, in our bathroom. Why? Because there was no interventions, and the baby was relaxed. The baby was very calm and just ready to do what she wants to do. It's really not about what the doctors say, right? Sometimes we put too much faith in these doctors. Not saying that everything they say is wrong. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying you as a mom, you know exactly how your body is feeling, right? No? You know exactly how your body is feeling. You know what's going on. So it's like for you to come now and tell me as the mom, oh, you need to do this X, Y, and Z. You know, now that brings stress on you. And what happens to you happens to the baby. So one intervention, back to the intervention topic, one intervention leads to another. You get induced, and then after you get induced, right, you start to feel pain. They asking you, okay, your labor is not going as fast as we think it should, right? They have a pace that they want you to be in and out. They have a certain amount of hours that they think that you should be in labor, when it doesn't work like that. It's about your body. Some parents could give birth 5 hours. Some people could give birth 10 hours. Some people could be in the hospital for 3 days. Some people have some crazy stories, 36 hours, 46 hours. I was in there, right? Everybody's different. But them, they have a philosophy where they feel like, okay, this is how much hours. So now, after that, they say, oh, it's not going as we think it should. Then they intervene again. They give you something called Pitocin, right? And if you don't do your research on what Pitocin is, you would think, okay, that's going to help me. Pitocin is something that they say, oh, it can speed up and slow down your contractions. However, right, if you do your research, you will understand that Pitocin is naturally produced in your body when you are in labor, right? Those things are produced naturally. So that's the reason why you start from having contractions 20 minutes apart till now you have it 3 minutes apart. Because guess what? Your body's naturally speeding up the process. You don't need something to be in your body to speed it up. That intensifies the pain. You understand what I'm saying? So now the Pitocin intensifies the pain, and guess what now? You don't want no epidural, but by the time you have so much Pitocin in your system, right? That is intensifying the pain more. So your pain went from a level 5 to a level 8. Now you can't take it no more. You ready to say, I need an epidural. Now they're intervening again. Now, all these interventions lead to stress on both mother and both baby. And the main factor of everything is now they're going to want to implement onto you a C-section. Another intervention, which is a surgery, which is the most extreme thing that you as a parent that's giving birth, you as a mom, right, is gonna go through. All of these things lead up to this. And if you go in there blindly and you don't understand your rights, you will now end up in these situations. So you have to take the right precautions. And please, I'm not only talking to the people of faith, right? And I'm not only talking to the people that maybe don't believe in nothing. I'm talking to everybody that may want to have a baby one day, or that is pregnant right now, or is interested in one day having a baby or another baby, or however your situation is. Make sure to remind yourself that you have rights. Don't think that they make all the decisions for you. You are the mother. You are the one that's in charge. You can come together with them and negotiate the things that you feel like is good for you. If you don't know something and you put something down and you want to ask questions, great. They're there to do that. For example, there was a intervention that was asked of me if I wanted to give my child. I said no. I rejected it. When I had my first child, I didn't know and I wasn't knowledgeable about the fact that I could reject those things. I thought that that was mandatory, right? But as you do your research, you understand that you could say no to everything. You could say no to everything. With my son, what they did, oh, you 1 centimeter, you got to stay at the hospital. No, you don't. You don't have to stay at the hospital. You can let them know. The only way they can't let you leave is if something crazy is happening, if you're at risk. If you are now 9 centimeters and the baby soon come, they can't allow you to leave, right? If you are at risk and something is happening, you going into cardiac arrest, something, you having a seizure, some craziness, that's the only way that you cannot leave. Other than that, you can tell them, no, I want to go home and I want to be in the comfort of my home and I want to dilate at home. I want to do these things at home. You can request that, right? But a lot of us don't know that. We are not knowledgeable about that. So my advice to you is, if you have a friend, if you have a sister, if it's you, if you know somebody, let them know that information is there.
They were coming for help.
And you know, the Most High lets us know that we perish for the lack of knowledge. Sometimes we don't even recognize that we're not doing the things that we need to do to help us. We think that prayer alone is gonna help us. Like, oh yeah, we should just pray and everything is in God's hands. Yes, everything is in God's hands, but He's also using you as a vessel. So you have to do what you have to do now to activate your faith. You have to do those things to now reach to the place where it can help you in the situation as well. You have to come together. It can't be a one-sided thing. It just can't be him doing all the work. You also have to do the work to set yourself up and your family up for a smooth landing, right? So let your family know. Also, if you're the one that's pregnant and you watching it and you never knew that, it's okay, because I never knew it neither. And in life we live and we learn, and we also have to go through things and experience certain stuff to realize that I'm not gonna do it that way. Maybe I'm gonna change it this way, or maybe I'm gonna stick to this, right? So you can get your placenta. It is possible in the state of New York City, because that's where we live. I'm not sure, and I can't speak on other places because I know other places is different and things may, go a little different as far as their rules and their regulations and all illegal rights and all that stuff from different states. I can't speak on that. However, I know for New York State, you can get your placenta. Your birth plan is important. You can submit it through your GYN Or you can bring it the day of. However, I advise you to give it to your doctor first, so your doctor could give it to your hospital wherever you giving birth. And yeah, do your research, and also don't educate yourself, but also educate your partner. If you're doing research and you finding stuff about your birth, guess what? Also let the people them know who's gonna be around you. If your husband is there with you, your baby father, your brother, your sister, your mother, whoever it is that's gonna be there with you, right? In that time that you are gonna be in labor, they need to know the same information that you know, just so they're not implementing all of the interventions on you as well, because then that could cause more stress. Because you saying one thing, you saying A, B, and they saying X, Y, Z. You don't want that. Everybody have to be on the same time. So
Research.
that's
Yeah,
my
you're right.
advice,
Mm-hmm.
and that's my little 2 cents. I know I talked a lot and was just saying whatever, but I believe that it is gonna help somebody, or it is gonna help someone. I'm not looking to it for it to help, half the world, but I do believe that one person can let another person know. Don't just go through something and experience something and keep it to yourself. I believe that what we went through, and I know for sure, not believe, but I know for sure that what we went through and what the Most High brought us through is a testimony for us to share with other people, right? So don't keep it to yourself. When you learn something, when you educate yourself on something, it can help somebody else. And it may not help them right away. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow, right? But somebody could watch this video 2 years, 3 years, 5 years from now, and it'll help them. So do your research. You have your rights. Stand up for your rights. That's what Bob Marley said.
Get up, stand up, stand up,
Stand up for your rights.
I'm just here being daddy, okay? I'm just here being daddy. I'm just here being daddy. But stand up for your rights. Me nah nothing to say.
That's it.
She just clarify everything.
He's the
So,
deliverer.
we gonna do more stuff about this. Educating our people, educating and just learning and just knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Look out for whole heap more stuff like this where we're gonna show people about their rights, with birth.
Yeah.
Because we don't know. Out of 100%, 90% of black women always die during birth because we don't know our rights. Like what Aurora said, you're going to the hospital and your mouth can't save you. Everything with America is all about documentation.
Yeah.
It's all about documentation.
Pen have to go to paper. You
Yeah.
have to be able to type up everything.
They don't
And
care
I did
about you at all.
example
Yeah,
earlier.
exactly.
When you go to a job interview, you don't go there and say, "Oh, I
I'm
used
at
to
this."
work at Fine Fair
They
Supermarket.
don't care about that.
I used to be the manager here at this restaurant." They don't want to hear none of that. They want to see it on the paper,
paper.
even if it's true or
Why not? Them believe
right?
we have
At the
documented.
end of the day, they
Exactly.
see what's on the paper,
Right.
and they believe what's
Just
on the
like you got a
paper.
court. Word of mouth can't help you a court.
You can't go to court and stand up and say, "Judge,
Exactly.
I don't do
The
nothing."
judge
No.
gonna say, where's the proof?
Where's the evidence?
Where's the evidence?
Right? So make
Have your
sure you do
evidence.
make sure you do your research and also have your evidence.
Your
Have your
evidence.
proof.
Yeah.
Have your things that you say. If you want to say something,
Mhm.
put it down on paper. So what you saying match what they're reading. So they have to reevaluate themselves and how they coming to you, because you came correct.
Peace out.
It worked for us, so it could work for you.
We got more coming.
Later.
I'm just being daddy.